Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Friday the 22nd, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning earlier than I wanted to. The dog got me up a little sooner than I like, but it is what it is. So got up, got around, wife got up, got off to work, went out and jumped in the hot tub for a little bit, got my soak on, and then from there got a few things done around the house, nothing too major. Little dog is going home today, and their dog's coming today, so their schedules are going to overlap, so they'll both be here for a little while, which hopefully should be good. Hopefully they'll get along. The one that's coming is super like crazy playful, and the one that's here is scared of everything, so it might be interesting to see how that breaks down, but it should be fun. So but yeah, got a few things done around the house. Went ahead and got a bunch of scrap wood that came from a place that makes like stairs and stuff and whatnot, that has a bunch of like remnants they give away. So how are you doing today?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Better than I deserve. So when they have some in stock, I'll run out there by the industrial park and I'll pick up a truckload full of it. It's not really a truckload, because they're like usually like 7-8 foot long pieces, at least 6 foot long minimum, and they're like 1 inch square. So they're kind of awkward to stack in the truck, kind of thing. So I keep thinking what I need to do one of these days is actually just like either get a little battery powered generator or even a handsaw, cordless handsaw. And when I go there, just cut a bunch of pieces up into like the 3 or 4 foot piece that I actually want for the burn barrel. And then I can stack a shit ton more in the truck. But most of the time I don't want to do it over there. So I went ahead and when I back it up to the house, I'd throw it over the fence. Then I have a big pile of it in the yard that I have to then put in the wheelbarrow. When I get a wheelbarrow that's full, take it over there, I'll just chuck them in the burn barrel. As they burn off, I'll chuck them back in again as the pieces that are burnt off fall off. They're too long to fit in the barrel on its own. So I went ahead and moved a bunch of that over there because I figured it'd be chilly tonight. It'd be nice to have a little fire going. So that'd be fun. Got a couple other little things done. Went ahead and decided to go ahead and run up to check on getting my wife a new Christmas gift that I've been thinking about since she got her car. When it came out factory, it had like a pretty good stereo system. It's like a really weird setup that has like 12 ohm sub and like 8 ohm speakers and 2 ohm tweeters, and it's kind of a weird amp setup that a lot of people actually bragged was one of the better stereos out there. And it's old now. It's like 22 years old, or how the car is now, and the speakers are just not spectacular anymore. They're kind of, the cones are getting weak and whatnot. So, and finding all the speakers that have all that same setup is a real kind of pain in the ass. And then nowadays the technology is so much better than the stereos and whatnot. So I went and looked at getting it redone professionally, just having it all swapped out. There's a shop over in Clearwater, which is the complete opposite side of the state, that has done a few of them, and from what I've seen, they do a really good job, and I like it a lot. And I know it's not gonna be cheap, but reached out to them a couple times, and they're talking like they don't want to do them anymore because they're kind of a pain in the ass. And in the group for the car, it's kind of a especially weirdo car that I reached out to, and a gentleman said he has one himself, and he owns a stereo shop just up here north of me by Daytona. So I called up there and spoke to a gentleman, and he told me basically to come up and we discuss what it needs and whatnot. And I'm just kind of like, well, you guys have done a few of them, like just tell me what they did, like how much it cost, kind of thing. But that wasn't how they work. So I finally said heck with it. I was like, I'll run up this morning, I don't know, spend half an hour in there, get a quote in person, so no, I'm not just like price shopping like you would just by calling, on the phone. Figured I'm a little bit more serious about it, and head up there to check on it. And it took a while. Finally got him to help me. Ironically, there was somebody else who just was there getting a quote for a stereo system for the exact same car, same year, same color, everything. And I was like, oh, what's the chances of that happening? So I think part of the reason they're getting a lot is because the owner does have the car, and it is a pain in the ass system to put in. And since they know what they're doing, people are more likely to keep going there, kind of thing. So that's kind of where I'm at. But finally got somebody to help me, and we started kind of going over what we needed and whatnot, what I wanted. And I said, I don't really need loud. I want quality. I want the sound to sound good more. I want it to be loud. So we're not looking for ear piercing, or crazy heavy bass or anything like that. Looking for sound quality, because she has like a really like keen ear when it comes to being able to hear like things out of key and out of tone, and all that kind of stuff. Or even like drummers off beat a little bit, drives her nuts when bands perform that she doesn't, and she can't. Like, we've literally been at an event where the drummer was like just like a half beat behind, and it drove her so crazy we had to leave, which I was perfectly fine with because I'm really not a live music fan. It's always too damn loud there. So, but yeah, went ahead and got up there, and instead of just like telling me this is what I need and stuff, like he was the salesman. It's a great sales pitch. I've been in sales my whole life, like maybe not commission sales, but like even when you're in business, it's all about selling, and a lot of it's putting ownership on somebody. So like he went back instead of saying, hey, you need this head unit, he went back in the back and got that head unit, brought it out and put it on the counter. This is your head unit you would have, and this is your amp kit you would have, and this is your speakers you would have, this is your a handful of stuff you didn't have, but a lot of stuff you did. And I was like, you could just tell me the numbers, punch in the computer and figure out the price, and then whatever. And he was like trying to show me up on the screen. They had the big computer screen up there and stuff, and we were on great sales pitch. I love it, but just I need a number. That's all I need. I'm trusting you guys. You guys do a good job. I want to go. I'm not going crazy because I like a set of speakers that the boss put in, door speakers, $3,000. No, first off, he didn't pay $3,000 because wholesale costs and blah blah whatever. But I'm not doing $3,000 front door speakers. I'm like, I'm looking for like just a good quality sounding system, a little 5 channel amp, something simple, a sub that goes back in the factory location, all that kind of stuff. And it took like 2.5 hours. Oh my god, it was so long. It was, and they weren't being rude about it. I was trying to be an asshole. I'm kind of like, I don't care about most of this shit. Like, you don't need to bring it out here and put it on the shelf because they're gonna go put it back. Even if I did want it to do this, I'm not doing it today. And on top of that, there's components you don't have. You gotta wait to order, so it's gotta be packed. I don't know. It is what it is. So went through it all, and basically, kind of even without even giving me a number, he's kind of like, well, is this something you want to do? And I'm like, well, I don't even know a number yet. Like, I've been here for 2 hours now, and you haven't given me a number. And he's like, oh, well, it's like this and this and this. And I'm like, okay, do we have a total? Like, and then he starts breaking it down with a little pen, and well, this unit's this much and this unit's that much. It takes this long to put in this part and this long to put in this part, and so on and so forth. I'm like, dude, just give me a fucking number. Like, we spent another 20 minutes just going over the sheet of paper with all the crap you already told me about, like marking on it again. That's the door speakers. Those are the rear speakers. I'm like, yeah, I fucking get it. We talked about that. Just give me a number. And it's the front page is all the stuff. Second page has the total. But he won't turn the goddamn page. I wanted to return and flip it over and be like, okay, thank you. No, I'll call you. But I didn't. I finally gets around, flip the number over, and it's $5,200. And whatever, it's over $5,200, 52 and something. But it's 5.2. I stopped. I was like, oh, I'm not really sure that's where I wanted to be at yet. But I'm good with it. If it's a good system, it's going to be a backup camera for my wife, which would be nice because you can't see out the back of this car very well. And she's short, so it'd be helpful. And it also has like, I think 4 camera inputs, so we could do like front camera if we wanted for parking, like in the garage, or side cameras if you want to do like a set of mirrors, all kinds of. There's some cool stuff to it. So I'm like, cool, not a big deal, but don't know if I want to spend that much on a gift. I don't know if she really wants. So I said, okay, do we have like a reference number? I can like, can you give me? I'm not asking to take the sheet home and then go price on Crutchfield. Not that dude. But like, instead of to go back through all this shit, I do decide to go this way. Can I just call you up and be like, here's reference number 228 or whatever, and you'll pull it up. It has my list. And he goes, no, we don't really have that kind of setup. I'm like, that's really stupid because like, I can see the quote number up top. Like, there's a number reference in your computer system. I know how point of sale systems work. That's the reference number. And I almost like, can I take a picture of that number? I'll call you and tell you to look that up again. But I don't know if they just delete it out the moment I leave or what. I have no idea. But I'm like, okay. So I said, well, let me think about it. And if I decide to do it, I'll let you know, because I definitely was planning on trying to schedule it with, I need the new timing belt and water pump and stuff. I'm going to do the car anyway. So I wanted to go ahead and get that scheduled. Without her knowing I was putting a stereo in it, I was going to go ahead and basically, I wasn't sure if I was going to do the stereo first and then the timing chain or timing belt and stuff, or if I was going to do it the opposite direction. But probably go that route because I know the stereo should take the 1 day only. And the head unit, the timing and stuff, the water pump might take 2, might take 3, depends on as they run out of part or they get busy or something to shop. So I can't guarantee when it's done at the mechanic shop to go to the stereo, but the stereo they can do it a day. So it's only there 1 day, pick it up either in a day or early next morning, drop back off at the mechanic shop, I'm done. And then whenever it's done there, pick it up, drive it home to her. So got home and I got thinking about it. I was like, I think I might do it. $1,500 on a car is like $11,000 on a car. So it's a lot of money. You're looking like half the price of the car just in the stereo. But she loves the car. still loves the car. And the stereo is not great by any means. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and just do it. But I thought, God, that's a lot of money to spend on something she might not like. So I asked her about it. I said, hey, if I wanted to buy you a gift for Christmas, she goes, well, you're already doing this, we're doing that, we're spending all money in the garage. I said, yes, but we have money. We can afford it. Like, she goes, well, if it's something I wouldn't use. I said, well, you're kind of forced to use it. Like, if I get this for you, you're going to be kind of forced to use it. And she was like, I don't know, back and forth stuff. And I said, can I just tell you what it is? And then you make the decision. Because I'm like, because I'd been setting some money aside when I got paid from clients that then loaned me money. And I wasn't using it for bills. I was just using it. I was just storing it up. Mostly in my mind as like either buy something really dumb for myself that I really don't need, and or most likely I was thinking I was going to buy it, use it for a gift for her, for a big, kind of a dumb gift for her as well. And it only has like $4,500 in it, and I need 52. So I said, well, it's going to take, I'll come out of Venmo money, so it's no big deal. I said, but I'll need something to go with it. And she goes, excuse me? I'm like, well, it's more than what I have in the Venmo, which at the time I thought it was $4,000. I'm like, it's like 25% more than I had in the Venmo. And she's like, holy crap, that's too much money, you can't do that. What is it? And I told her, and she's like, no. She goes, I can't justify that. I'm like, she said, I didn't like the car that much, that long. I'm like, yes, but if you're going to like the car, say you want the car for 3 years. 2 years now, you had to put a stereo in it. Then you only got 1 year of use out of it before you get the car. Where, if we put the stereo in today, you can get 3 years of use out of the stereo, and neither one increased the value of the car at all. Like, by adding that whole stereo, $5,000 stereo to the car, it might increase the car value by $1,000. Like, it is straight up just a waste of money. But if it makes her happy, that's all I give a shit about. So yeah, we'll see how it goes down. I told her, so well, think about it. As of right now, she told me, no, do not buy it. So it's on hold right now. It's not getting it, but I get credit at least for trying and all that good fun stuff. So yeah, that kind of is what it is. I told her, I said, I thought telling her dad she had to pay for it, for all the extra work she does and stuff, and taking the doctor and everything else, and all the work I do, taking the doctor and all that kind of stuff. He has to buy her a stereo for her car. And also when they go on car rides, he's a big car music fan, or just a music fan, period. But he's a big, likes the sound of stereos and stuff. So it would also benefit him as well in that process, that he would get to listen to a better stereo when she drives him around all over the car. So, but yeah, rides right now, no stereo. So, but got back from the stereo shop and hanging out at the house a little bit. Decided to go ahead and get my run in before the dog got dropped off, and went ahead and got that run done, got back, grabbed a shower, and then the dog got dropped off. I wasn't sure how they're gonna get along because she's so standoffish. So I introduced him in the house, and they were kind of just a little crappy. Like they weren't real, they didn't take to each other real quick, let's put it that way, because she's super scared of him and he's too dumb to realize it. So I kind of kept separating back out for a few minutes, gave him a little more time, and then basically said, you know what, let's just see how it goes down. So I kicked them both outside and watched them like a hawk. But they ran and played and chased, and holy crap, had all the fun you could have. Then he'd be running, he'd be chasing her, and she's pretty quick. And then she would like stop and turn and run right into him. It was the silliest damn thing ever. But they got along good. Eventually the owners reached out and said they're gonna be getting here about 5 o'clock to pick the dog up. So it's like, cool. Went ahead and threw lasagna, because that's my wife, she wanted store-bought pizza or frozen lasagna, and she chose frozen lasagna. So I stuck that in early enough that it was ready to eat by, I don't know, about 6. A little after 6, I think it was when it was done. So chucked that in the oven, and then she got home from work and went ahead and peeled back the top layer to leave it the last 10 minutes. I'm like, we'll be ready to eat in 10 minutes. Dog went home, so it was just Remy and us here. Everybody's hanging out, chilling out. We got Remy fed, and he ate real good, which is good. And then we had dinner, watched a little bit of Young Sheldon, and me and the little dog went back outside, chilled out there, got a little fire going, enjoyed a nice little ambiance. The fire's far enough away, I wasn't like getting any heat from it, but it still made you feel warmer when you got your electric blanket wrapped around your feet, keep your feet warm when you're smoking a cigar, and you're out here watching the fire burn. So I reached out to one of my clients, dropping off 2 dogs tomorrow, set up a time for drop off tomorrow. And they reached out to another one asking if their time was still good for set up, drop off tomorrow. And they said they might have to cancel because he got a doctor's appointment and some other stuff. He got some bad results the other day. They weren't sure he's gonna be able to come on the trip this weekend or whatever and whatnot. So I said, let me know if there's, what you need. And also I know that she's out of town, and asked her if there's anything I could do to help out here locally, since she's on the other side of the state. So went ahead and she said no, she appreciated the offer, but they were good at the moment. So yeah, and it sucks because it's her birthday weekend and the family is all taking her out doing like a whole, like, she has no idea what they're doing. Like, she thinks probably Disney or some sort, but she don't know what all is happening. So she's got a whole weekend planned of fun joy, but she's going to be worried about her husband, and that really sucks. So, but yeah, that's where we are right now. I got done with that, got on my cigar, talked to a couple buddies and stuff, chatted online a couple times to them, and then I headed back in, watched a little bit of Frasier, had myself a little snack, and wrapped it up and called it a night. So that's all I got for now. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.